Thank you. And welcome to Getting Wild in Washington, a burlesque of our sexy state. I am your producer and MC, CeCe Quinns. Our next performer is known for her lighthearted acts, but this time she's going for something a bit more on the sultry side. Something a little bit darker. She's put her blood, sweat, and tears into this act, but it's all a positive. I said it. Keep your eyes up here for Katja staring. I look forward to about July 7th through September 20th. Those short, 90 days if we're lucky that we get sunshine? Yeah. And if you might, well, it might be hard to tell on the stage, but I'm a little fair-skinned. So I do go out and soak up as much vitamin D as possible, but Scarlett O'Hare dye is here to she's going to demonstrate what does happen to those of us who live here when the sun does come out. So otherwise known as the superhero of sparkle, here is Scarlett O'Hare dye. Mercury Divine. Ruin people's childhoods in so many ways. Oh my God. Childhood memories, yep, totally warped now. Totally warped. Funny little story. As we were looking at the lineup, and we all know each other by our stage names, but I looked at this person's picture and I'm like, I think I know them. And I did. We met years ago in our Muggle lives. Yes, because we're both fans of the water. We actually met cold water diving in the Puget Sound. Oh yeah, we're kind of badasses though. But yes, this next performer, she's a fan of water, especially swamps, marshes, streams, bogs, because she likes those creatures. They look slimy, but they're really not. Those amphibians, the salamanders, the newts, and the frogs. Oh yes, and because I like puns, I have to tell you, she hopped up here from Olympia, where she is known as the tease from under the trees. Oh, I know, it is Sally Mandarin. Oh, is there a hair tie? Is there? Oh.
There's a scrunchie.
Eagle Eye spotted a pink hair tie.
There's a scrunchie.
There's a what?
Scrunchie.
It
was a scrunchie.
I'm sorry, a scrunchie. Thank you. I appreciate the correction. Yes.
We're talking about the 90s.
Yes, and it's scrunchy with the I, and then there's the umlaut over the U. Yeah. I remember the logo well. Yes. There were commercials in the 90s. You may have noticed that I'm representing here.
Vitamin R.
Yes. Oh yeah. And do you remember those old Rainier commercials? I think my favorite was the motorcycle one. Yeah. I was going to say, 1, 2, 3. I applaud you. That was awesome. Speaking of death and destruction, I know. This next performer is the embodiment of sexual awareness, but with that hint of death and destruction underneath. Because you like to watch, but you need to be a little scared. It just adds to it, right? She is known as the Tyler Durden of Burlesque. Oh, you've heard of her? I like to think of her, however, as the siren of my cannabis-infused dream. Oh yes, I'm talking about Serafina Fierro. How about them apples? You know I had to say that, right? I mean, come on. Velvet Revolver. Yes, when I heard what song she was doing, I was like, yes!